They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mahomes now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early. A definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. T.J. Logan with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Touchdown, Chargers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, 43, 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 14, Chiefs 7.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. Touchdown. Albert Okwuegbuna, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw there into the hands of Ross. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Mahomes going to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And just shutting him off there. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Herbert back to the air. Being chased out left. And he whips that one incomplete there. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Yeah, the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion, and you're...
Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Herbert He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 13 yards. First down,
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now here's a throw that's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And running with power here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This is caught. Touchdown. T.J. Logan. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. But my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And shedding a man at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Mahomes will throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
So for those of little faith, guess what? it got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.